you to excel. Thirdly, overcoming challenges. It is important to acknowledge that the journey of self discovery and growth is not without any challenges. Challenges will come our way, but they're not meant to deter us. They are the opportunity to grow stronger. We must face setbacks with determination, knowing that every obstacle is a stepping stone for success. Fourthly, setting audacious goals. What does audacious mean here? It means that the goals which we set, which are bold enough, and we actually know what we are supposed to do. Unleashing the power within you requires setting audacious goals. You should not be afraid to dream big and aim high. As you set goals, remember to make them specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound, which is being smart. So, as we are in Toastmasters, here each and every one of us support us to be a better individual each day. We can share our ideas here so that this environment can also be a fuel for your determination. And lastly, as I said, it is supporting one another. You, when you are low, you expect someone to be there, and sometimes we should be that someone to someone. So in that, I think it is enough brief about the top theme. And I would like to tell that this meeting would be divided into three segments. First will be the prepared speeches, second will be the table topic master, and third will be the evaluation segment. Before that, there is few more parameters which is required for this meeting to go on. So to explain about that, I would like to call upon our general evaluator, Toastmaster Sanidhya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhinaya. Just to confirm, am I audible and visible?
Yes, yes, you are.
Okay, so first of all, what a great theme, and I'm really excited for how the meeting goes with this theme. So I'll be the general evaluator for today, and my role will be to evaluate everything from starting to end. To help me in this, I have my very own tag team. And to start with, I would like to call upon our timer, that is Toastmaster Vishnu, to give an introduction. When I asked him for his introduction, he told he's watching and listening to vivid language movies and songs, being comfortable in spending time all alone. Over to you, Toastmaster Vishnu.
Can you confirm whether I'm audible and visible? Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Sanidhya Sharma, for introducing me. Good evening, everyone. My name is Vishnu, as Sanidhya Sharma has already introduced, and I am playing the timer role for today's meeting. Today's meeting, I would like to time each and every role according to the specific time limits, so that the meeting goes within time. I will be timing the speeches, the speech evaluations, the tag team, and also the general evaluator. I would be displaying the cards green, yellow, and then red. Yeah, I would be displaying the cards like this. For the time being, for the table topic speeches, the time limit is 1 minute for green card, 1.5 for yellow, 2 minutes for the red card. For the speeches, since there is no icebreaker speech, the time limit is 5 minutes for green, 6 minutes for yellow, 7 minutes for red. And for the speech evaluation and the tag team, both of them, the time limit is 2 minutes for green, 2.5 for yellow, and 3 minutes for red. There is a buffer time for every one of them. That's it from my side. Over to Toastmaster Sanidhya said. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishnu, for explaining your role. Now I would like to call upon Toastmaster Guru Sai Faridra, who is the R counter for the day. When I asked him for his introduction, he said he's taking inspiration from the mythical bird phoenix. He's prepared to rise from the ashes, working towards turning around his life in a faraway land. Over to you, Toastmaster Guru Sai Faridra.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I am Guru Sai Fanindra and I'll be the counter for today's meeting. Well, my role requires me to closely listen to everyone going on stage, in this case, on the screen, and take a note of their CRPFs, where C refers to the crutches, which are words such as like, so, well, and a few other words. R refers to the repetitives, meaning the words that we repeat when we happen to forget the next sentence or the words that are following the sentence that we just said. And the crutch words. Wait, sorry. And your crutch words could be your repetitive words as well. And P refers to pauses. That is the pauses that we take when we try to remember something, like this. And F refers to the fillers, such as um, uh, or could be the words that we pronounce a bit long for a bit longer or drag it a bit when we are trying to remember what we want to say. Well, I'll be taking a note of all these and will be giving my report at the end of the meeting. I would give you 3 tips for having a good speech or speaking fluently while on the screen. Well, the first one is speak slowly, especially when you're not comfortable with speaking fast, when you require time to remember things. So speak slowly so that you won't panic when you forget something. You'll have time to remember the words that, or the sentences that you want to say. Second one is take small pauses, make use of the pauses, not taking long pauses, small in the sense maybe 1 second or 2 seconds, so that you give yourself to remember things and calm yourself down. And the third one is keep bullet points handy. If you're giving a speech, if you're a speaker, keep bullet points of this, like some key important words in your speech. Keep them handy. Keep them, write them on a small note and keep it ready so that you can refer to them in case you forget. That's it from my side. I'll be handovering the screen to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster GSP, for the detailed introduction about your role. Now, as the grammarian for the day, we have Toastmaster Praneeth. He says that he cannot believe that he is in fourth year finally, and BTech seems to come to an end. Over to you, Toastmaster Praneeth.
Dear fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests, good evening. My name is Praneeth and today I'll be your grammarian for this day. My role is to help you enhance your language skills and expand your vocabulary as well. Today, the word of the day is, I want to share it with you all. The word of the day is resilience. Resilience is defined as the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, toughness. I encourage all the speakers to participate and incorporate this word into their speeches and conversations throughout the meeting. Now, in addition to the word of the day, I have also selected the idiom of the day as bite the bullet. This idiom means to feel a painful situation, face the painful situation bravely and socially. I invite all the creative ways in which you will incorporate this word into your speech as well. As we progress through the meeting, I'll be listening attentively and taking notes of any exemplary language or usage of any interesting expressions. During the feedback session, I will have the opportunity to share my commendations and suggestions with you all to improve on your speech as well. Remember, the word of the day is resilience and the idiom of the day is bite the bullet. I hope you use it. It's like a easy word of the day and idiom of the day only. So use it and get your thumbs ups. Thank you. Back to the general later.
Thank you, Toastmaster Praneeth. So this is up with the tag team introductions. I'll be closely monitoring each and every aspect that goes about the meeting, and I'll be giving my evaluation in the end when called upon by the TMOD. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Abhinaya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanidhya. Now, let's get into the prepared speeches. In prepared speeches, we have two speakers for the day and two evaluators. Speaker one is Jasvita, and the speech evaluator for Jasvita is Durga, Toastmaster Durga. When I asked her about our intro, she said she's a business analyst in Cognizant. She's been in Toastmaster for over 3 years now, who loves to read and fond of cats and cacti. Toastmaster Durga.
Hi everybody. Good evening. Please let me know if I'm audible and visible.
Yes, yes. You're audible.
Thank you. Uh,
I don't think you're visible, Rika.
Yeah, I don't think.
oh, my bad. Sorry. I think something went wrong with my laptop. Either way, I'll have to continue in respect of time. So I am evaluating Toastmaster Jaspita today, and she's attempting her L2 P3 from the project. Sorry, from the path presentation mastery, and the purpose of her project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envision mentoring, and the purpose of this particular speech is for the member to share some aspects of the previous experience as a protege, which means a mentor or a mentee. So all the very best, Toastmaster Jashvita. Timer, please note the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Look forward to an amazing speech. Back to you, Toastmaster Abhinaya.
Yeah. Toastmaster Jaswita. When I asked her about her intro, she said, a half engineer trying to balance her academics and sanity. She's doing her speech in L2P3 in presentation mastery. Toastmaster Jaswita, figure it out yourself. Figure it out yourself, Toastmaster Jaswita.
Well, hello everyone. I'd love to see you on camera. The general evaluator. Can you come on camera, please? Yes. Well, we all have a mentor, right? We definitely have a mentor. Can I see a raise of hands who has a mentor? Yes, proud mentees, right? In Toastmasters, in Toastmasters or in generally, a mentor is a person who is trustable and who is experienced enough to guide you through the journey that you go, the lifelong journey sometimes, or in Toastmasters, the pathway journey or your educational journey. In Toastmasters, I have got a really experienced set of mentors. I have joined Toastmasters a year ago, exactly on August 8th, 2022. And when I joined Toastmasters, I had no idea what Toastmasters was all about. I was relatively new, like every one of you was. And like a very enthusiastic person, I didn't ask the VP membership what this club was mostly about, and I just joined. And after I joined, the VP education back then, Janani, texted me saying that, hey, Jaswita, I need a paragraph of intro so that I can send it to a mentor, and the mentor can choose you accordingly, and you would have a great rapport, and introduction will make sure that mentor and mentee has a good number of connections, and that's why you can have a mentor. Well, right now, after working 6 months in PR team, writing a number of captions, writing a lot of speeches, a paragraph seems to be very easy for me to do. But back then, writing a paragraph took me 2 whole days. 2 whole days, I was sitting and thinking, what should I write about myself? What should I write? Okay, I just joined BTech. I completed BTech in online. I slept in every online class. I barely passed all my courses. What else? What should I actually tell about myself? Then I called Shambhavi. Shambhavi joined 2 weeks before me, and she already had her mentor assigned. So I just called her up and I started speaking. Hey Shambhavi, what should I actually talk about? I heard that Toastmasters is really formal. Should I actually write about this? Should will they? What would they judge me? I was really concerned about this prospective side of mentors, and I was in this. I was thinking that my whole existence will come to an endangered zone because someone is going to read about my introduction. Well, I wrote a very generic introduction and I sent it, and I got my mentor assigned. It was Toastmaster Dinesh. Toastmaster Dinesh was the president back then, and he was an exceptional mentor. It was a very short journey with him, but those 2 months I have neither given my speeches or I have written anything else. But you might think, if you haven't given any speeches, how could he have mentored you properly? No, I have done a lot of roles. I have gone to different other clubs as well. Being an Enthu kid, I have become interrupter in front of a big corporate crowd. That speaking in front of a crowd is different. An interrupter in front of a crowd, that is definitely a power that which a mentor can give you. Interrupter, do you know what an interrupter is? If you don't know what an interrupter is, I'm telling you, text your mentor right now. Not right now, please listen to my speech. Later you can text. After the speech is done, just text him what is an interrupter. It's a really good role you can do. Well, that happened, and after those 2 months of participating in several inter-college competitions, I got my mentor changed. It was Vinay. Vinay was my mentor. He was relatively new. He was a novice mentor, and but he was a very mature mentor as well. I started writing my icebreaker and giving my speeches, but it's Jaswita. Jaswita doesn't complete her script fully or send script to her mentor properly. A mentor is really good, but it is the mentee which has to take care that her contribution or his contribution is also there in the journey. Well, all the speeches were going well. The first icebreaker, I wrote it, I gave him, he gave his suggestions. But this from the second speech, I didn't write a script. Neither did I send him. Then I got to know, okay, this is not something that is good happening. So I thought I should be a more better of a mentee. So I started writing my third script. The third script, I think it's the most important part I have to tell in my mentee journey as well. Why? Because I gave my third script in outside club. As a mentor, it is said that you have to tailor your techniques according to the each mentee. Each mentee is different. All the four fingers, all the five fingers in your hand are different. All the five fingers need to be treated differently, and all your mentees needed to be treated differently. And as a mentor, it's not enough that you say that, hey, you can do this, hey, you can go there, hey, you can do that. That enthusiasm, it's the positive side. But what about the hard truth? It is true that if you go to another club, maybe people won't listen to you properly, or else the evaluation might be a really hard to take for a new member. There are a lot of hard truths that he showed me so that I can prepare for my own battles. He made sure that I can prepare for my own battles, and he made sure that I write my feedback so that I can improve throughout my journey. That happened with my mentee, even though I wasn't a very good of a good of a mentee, and I started learning it. I started writing the scripts. And a fact about me, if you have heard my before speeches, you can see that my conclusions are not very well matching with the first part of the speeches, because I never wrote a script. I never wrote a script. So I used to forget what the first 2 minutes were. In conclusion, for this speech, because I wrote it and I got it approved, just applaud for me for that. In conclusion, I asked my mentor what the title should be, and he said, figure it out yourself. You're going to be a mentor soon, figure it out yourself. So I started figuring out all my journey. So I started thinking about all the mentors here, all the mentors, not only my official two mentors, but also the mentors who have mentored me throughout my VPPR journey. And now also being the president, I just text people and they mentor me. They tell me what to do in a meeting, how to conduct a whole meeting. The lot of help they have given me, a lot of mentoring. This is about me and my mentee journey, and I look forward to being a mentor and mentoring few of you soon. This is Toastmaster Jaswita signing off. Bye.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jaswita. Now the next speaker, it is Revant. And the speech evaluator for Revant is Toastmaster Manjusha. When I asked her about her introduction, she said, I am a person who believes in being an authentic self and the magic it holds. Over to you, Toastmaster Manjusha.
Hope I'm visible and audible as well.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So good evening, one and all, and special good evening to my target speaker, Toastmaster Revant. He's attempting his L1P3 in the pathway presentation mastery. The speech title is "Oh My Mom," and the purpose of the speech is to practice vocal variety and different body language as well. So, all the very best to you, Toastmaster Revant. Timer, please make a note of the time. The time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. All the very best, Toastmaster Revant. Over to you, TM Moody.
So when I asked Toastmaster Revant about his introduction, he says he is someone who is still trying to figure out his life and learning to be a wise man but he's not so great at implementing it. He is giving his speech in L1P3 in presentation mastery. Toastmaster Revant, oh my mom, Toastmaster Revant.
Thank you, Abhinaya. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Can I get a good evening?
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
We are all having holidays, right? How many of you are enjoying it really? Can I see the hand raises? Yeah, great. Finally, the first years are also having holidays. And the most awaited period for us as the hostlers is holidays. Missing the home for 3 to 4 months at a stretch is who wanna leave the home, man. I really hope you guys are enjoying, and some of you are thinking about the plans or the trips which you are going to go in. And some of you are thinking about the exam results as well. And some of you are scrolling the Instagram and some playing online games as well. And I'm thinking, and I got an opportunity uh, to do my L1P3 last Sunday, and I started thinking of my topic. And my mom sat in front of me, and I started to think about her. I totally forgot what my about the L1P3 or else any other things. And I started thinking of her and thinking as, oh my mom, I love you. Mom, mother, amma is not a word. It's an emotion, isn't it? Yes. Let's let me ask you a question. Have you ever thanked mom or given a compliment and said sorry for the regrets we did in our life? We did in our life? Can I get an address? Did you ever tell your mom and we thank her and yeah, Jeshita is wobbling her head and good to see that how much you love your mom and the people who didn't raise their hand. My request is to listen my speech and think about it. And by the end of the speech, there is the crisp question as well. So starting with the day, for all of us, the day starts when the alarm hits our ears. But for a mom, it starts before the cock shouts as cuckoo in the early morning. Starting with the day and reading the Holy Divine and the word and the work in the kitchen starts. Especially my mom does the work with the sound. And that sound for me in the bed is the pleasant sound I ever hear in my bed. And grooming up every day and setting up every day setting up every day our things for school for, for almost 10 years of our school and the plus one, plus two, and the engineering. And if you're day scholar, if you're a day scholar, yeah, of course, there's 4 years of your college and mother need to take care of you, and so on as the life continues is obviously toughest life, isn't it? Once we get into a bus or a dad bike, we think about what's gonna be in our school or colleges. But have you ever thought how much work do mom have in the office or else in the meeting, in the house? Have you ever thought of it? For me, it's no. The other half of the day is the job or the home related work she does for us. Such a kind hearted mom is more beautiful than any other thing in life. Did she tell you how much work she has in her office? No, right. And how much work in her house? No. Even she asks when you come home as what happened in school, what happened in college, what happened in your or happened in your life. The kind heartedness and the love and affection is the answer for the questions. And bringing you snacks after you playing is unstoppable. And coming for the dinner, she prepares before we say that we are hungry is an unbreakable love that she has on us. Even while we are sleeping, we sleep. We sleep when we sleep first, then she sleeps next. This means it's an infragable kindness. Kindness we need to show her. Finally, what we need to do is spend some time and spend some speak to her and make her happy in her life. And we should commemorate whenever we are and wherever we are. And at least we should never miss to thank her and give a compliment and say sorry for the regrets, for the mistakes we did in life, and for the disobedient words we did in life. And how many of you really do it? After my speech, can I get a hand raisers or else? Uh, yeah, thank you. And finally, I would say mom is not a three-letter word. It's a big emotion. Understand the emotions which we are missing when we are leaving our home. When you're in a home, try to speak with her and spend some more time with her. The things which she did for us is never stopped, but we sometimes forget what we need to give our mom. So finally, I would say, oh my mom, oh my mom, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhinay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Revant. Full Amma sentiment you took us. Okay. Next, we move to the next segment of our meeting. We basically tell it has the heart of a meeting. So I invite our table topic master Nikhilesh to take the stage. Remember, the magic lies in embracing the moment and speaking from the heart. So don't hesitate, embrace the opportunity to unleash our power within us. Over to you, Toastmaster Nikhilesh.
So yeah, hello. Am I visible and audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you are.
Right. First of all, thank you to Master Abhinaya. Um, it's a very wonderful topic, the one you've chosen. Initially, when the topic was texted to me 3 4 days back, I thought when it read the unleashing the power within us, I thought it is something to do with Power Rangers or something. But then I had a doubt whether okay, what is this thing? That's when I texted you like, what is this thing? I need to get it clarified because I had my table topics ready. Okay, it's about Power Rangers. I'll go something. I'll go crazy about it. But then yeah. So yeah, for people who don't know what table topics are, especially the guests here. So table topics is where I, as a table topic master, give you a topic in random. Like you either you volunteer, and if you don't volunteer, I pick you. And yeah, I'm sorry for doing that, but yes. So I I give you a random topic, and you can think about it for a minute, and then you start talking for it. And timer, please note, whenever a speaker comes up for the table topic, uh, um, when he or she is done with speaking for 1 minute, you show the green card, and then after one and a half minutes, you show them the yellow card, and then 2 minutes, you show the red card. So let's get on with it. Any volunteers? Okay, wow. Okay, who's my first player today? Okay, well, took one for the team. Anyway, just a second. Just give me a second. I think it went. Okay, okay.
Jaswita is volunteering.
Yeah, I got it. Just a second, sorry.
Okay.
So, okay, Toastmaster Jaswita, what is that one story you heard that has inspired you to do what you're doing now? You want me to repeat it? It's what is that one story you heard or no you've heard that has inspired you to do whatever you're doing now? Was I clear with my question?
Yeah, she texted she needs some time to change the headset.
Okay,
Someone
yeah,
else
cool.
can take up that.
Okay, fine. Okay. Who's next? I think I'll go with my roommate who's not here yet. I don't think I have to introduce him. So, okay, let's go. Are you ready?
So yeah, sure.
A secret mantra of yours which helps you unleash your power. Was I am I clear with the question? Or you want me to repeat it again?
Yeah, I heard you.
All the best.
Yeah, so a secret mantra of mine that helps me unleash my power. Hmm. So I'll say, I believe that when you are the most irritating person around, everyone seems to be like a step away from you, and they consider you as someone who is like, what do I say? For example, if I'm the person who's irritating everyone, then whoever will come towards me will be beware that I do not have to, deal with this person, or I don't want to like get into trouble dealing with this person. So I think being the irritating person helps me unleashing my power. Say, for example, I'll tell my dear roommate Nikhilesh that I'm in my house and he's studying in his room for his next exam, and I'm eating bhindi ki sabzi and parathe, but he's unable to eat that because he's getting all that great mess food that he loves. So being such an irritating person helps me to have a power on others, and I think that's a great thing I can do. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see that one coming. Well, thank you, Toastmaster Sanidhya. I think we'll have a discussion about this in brief after the meeting. Okay, so my next volunteer, anyone from the guests who are attending? Any guests? Um, Arjun, is he a guest or?
Yeah, I'm a guest.
Okay, yeah, sorry, my bad. So hi Arjun, will you go for a topic?
Yeah, sure. Sure, Nikhilesh.
Right, oh, yeah. So what is an advice you'd give to the incoming freshers? Or to help them change their life? You want me to repeat the question? Or
No, yeah. So what is the advice that you want to give to the incoming freshers? So first, let me introduce myself. I'm Arjun. I'm not from your college. I'm from ANZ Manyata. I just saw your message on the WhatsApp group, and I was curious how you conduct the sessions. I joined. So I'm a working professional. So I have already passed the stage of being in college, and I've been working from a few years. And I would say the one thing I missed, I had not one thing. I can list a number of things, and the number of fingers on my hand is not enough to count them. What I have missed out in the during my college life. And so the one thing I would like to advise each one of you is never miss out. Never think that, hey, maybe this is something. If you are afraid of something, don't doubt yourself and just go for it. Don't think you can whether if you can do this at some point in later time, at some point in time later on. So if you're afraid or fear, if you fear, if you feel fear, then do what you fear right away. You just have to bite the bullet and go for it. So that is the only advice I'll give you. And yeah, so thank you.
thank you so much, Arjun. So yeah, maybe I didn't know you're from our college. Sorry, I didn't know that you're from outside, but yeah, it was very fruitful for us. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
So anyone else from the guest list? Sorry, Priyanshu, Aryan, if you want to go. Okay, I think Okay. So who else? Toastmaster Jaswita, is your this thing ready? A technicality issue we
Yeah,
had.
yeah,
Is it sorted now? So you want me to repeat the question or no? Actually, I'll change
I
the question.
didn't hear the
I
question.
no, it's fine. I'll change the question. You might have prepared for a bit. So okay, the question now is, who's a role model who made you decide what you're doing now? You want me to repeat the question?
No, 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 it's fine. Who is the role model who has inspired me to do engineering? I think it would be
Or
my
being the okay, fine.
I think it would be my dad. He is also an engineer. He is a civil engineer who has passed out from JNTU Hyderabad. He has a MTech degree and he was really interested in engineering. He works in a power plant, and when I grew up surrounded by many, many, many engineers, civil engineers, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers. And I don't know what kind of competitive spirit they had, but they always thought computer science engineers were better than them because they didn't have to go to a power plant and not look at all the work there, and they could happily have a laptop and sit in front of the laptop and type something. They thought it's pretty easy. So my dad and his uh, what do you say that sisters and brother-in-laws are software engineers, and he always says that if he does the same amount of work in other country, he would have got a lot of money. So he just told me, do computer science engineering. You would also get all those facilities. Life will be more comfortable for you. So I got into Amrita and I am doing engineering right now. A role model, I don't think it's a role model kind of role model, but yeah, that's the backstory of being here in.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that. But I can tell you one thing that maybe engineering is tough. I can tell you that. But art AIE is well, it's a bit easy. It comes easy for you all. Anyway, so okay, is there anyone else who wants to go? Anyone else?
I will take it.
Okay, Toastmaster Raven, a question for you. Okay, Tama. Uh, any incident which happened to you, like, and not negative to be specific, but something which changed your life altogether. Like, okay, yes, after this, I'm gonna change everything. I'm gonna change the way I look at life. Is there an incident of such sort? You got my
Yeah,
question, or
yeah,
okay,
I got. So there are two incidents for me. One is my eighth grade, and one is my advance, J advance. I would like to say J advanced thing, eighth thing, yes, small eighth thing. So the J advanced thing, when I qualified for J mains, and I was happy, and it's a good score. And when I qualified for J advance, I was too happy for having writing J advance. Like many of my friends are disqualified, so I wrote the first exam. It was the worst exam which I ever wrote. And physics, maths was super, and the chemistry was totally smashed. I can't even believe that I wrote that much bad. And my mind was out of control of mine, and they put 15 out of 15 questions. I put almost 14 questions. I think 12 or more than 12 questions I attempted. Was the worst decision ever. So after the realizing what I did in the test one, for the afternoon session, I wrote the test two, and it was super amazing, and I wrote so well. Then I saw my results. Chemistry, I got 3 marks. The qualifying mark was 6 marks. Out of out of 180 marks, I got 92. If I get, sorry, 82, if I get 3 more marks, I would qualify and I would get IIT Kharagpur or else like any IIT, small square IITs. That decision I should never take, I thought. So there's the changing moment of my life. That day should never come again. And I really hope from the mistake which I learned from the morning session chemistry exam is the thing which I want to say. Is that a question, right?
Yeah, I think you answered my question.
Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raven. And that was a very fast change that you made, and good to know that was very fruitful. Yeah. So, is there anyone else? Okay, fine. I think that will be all for the table topic sessions for today. Back to Toastmaster Abhinaya, the TMOD for today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nikhilesh. It was really a fun session. Toastmaster Vishnu, do we have time for the break?
Just a minute, I'll confirm 10 seconds.
Hmm.
Actually, we already crossed the time limit. If required, we can take a 2-minute break.
2 minutes break?
Yeah.
Fine. Revert us back after the time is done.